Hey guys, this is Zebra Girl, and today I am bringing you a new chapter of my beautiful story. And no, it's not a new chapter of Static and Love, if that's what you're thinking. I'm still very sad that it's over, but instead of reading one off I writ on the internet, I'm actually going to read one that I've written on paper. So each episode, which is still going to be once a week, I'll be reading about 5 or 6 pages out of it, depending on what you guys want. It is a Googleplier fanfiction. It's not a Googleplier X reader because it doesn't say you hugged Google or anything like that. It's the perspective of when I say, oh, I'm gonna go and hug Google now. So I wouldn't say it's a Google X reader. So so it is called My New Toy, and I hope you guys enjoy the new series. My New Toy. Evie's narration. I finally arrived at the new house in LA. It was beautiful, and it was near the sea too. But the problem was the moving truck had not arrived yet, and I was sitting on the curb, looking stupid. Oh, I've got to introduce myself. I'm Evie. Evie Sunderland. After a couple of minutes, the truck finally arrived at the house. A middle-aged man got out of the truck and greeted me. So sorry I wasn't here to greet you. I needed to load my workers. I stood up in confusion. Workers? The man walked over to the back of his truck and opened it, only for 4 men to come out who looked exactly like the driver. They carried 4 boxes, each full of my belongings. I walked over to the man and asked, "Why do they look like you, sir?" The man looked at me and laughed. They are Google IRL, the new age of robots. I'm not really a tech person myself. All I have is my laptop, and that's just to do my writing. We spoke for about 30 minutes when a robot came out and told him that they had finished the house. Told you, miss, robots are a big help. Anyway, the house is finished, so I hope that you enjoy LA. I turned in confusion and asked, "What do you mean you finished?" It doesn't take long for the robots to finish the house. The man loaded the bots into the back of the truck. He got into the front of the truck and drove off. I slowly made my way into the house, wondering if they had destroyed it. I opened the door to see the most beautiful work that I had ever seen. The living room was perfect, with the sofa facing the TV and the fireplace. The kitchen was lovely. I had a king-size bed, and the bathroom was in the next room too. And I even had a study, which was amazing. But when I went in on my laptop, it gave me the blue screen. Great. My first day here and my laptop is broken. But on the way here, I did see a computer place. So I got my keys, exited the house, and I made sure I locked it. I didn't take the car, so I walked down to the shop. It took about 15 minutes to get there, but that's okay. I love walking. I finally got there and went inside. The shop was small, but I saw the right laptop that I needed, so I walked over to it, only for a guy in a suit to come over to me. "Are you interested in this laptop, young lady?" "Why, yes, I am." "Well, you're super lucky, miss, as this is our newest model. And it's the last one too." "How much is it?" "This laptop is about £500, but £500. $500. But since you're our 2000th customer, you get it for free, and you get a free gift. Follow me, please." I took the box with the laptop and followed the man into an office. He had a clipboard and a pen. "Sign this and we'll give you the gift." "What gift?" He walks over to his desk and takes out a box. "This is your gift. We give the 1000th person this gift every single time." I put the laptop under my arm and signed the paper, with ease, he gave me the small box. "Thank you." He smiled. "You're welcome." I left so I could get home. But all through my mind I thought, what could this gift be? I finally made it home. I put the laptop down so I could unlock the door, which I did. I picked the box back up, walked through, and closed the door behind me. I walked to the study and carefully opened the door with my mouth. Once I did that, I placed the gift on the floor and placed the new laptop box on the desk. And then something moved behind me. I turned to see the box moving. I slowly walked over to it, only for it to open on its own, and someone came out of it. It looked like a young man with black hair, glasses, and brown eyes. He had a blue t-shirt on with dark blue jeans, but the only part of him that had skin was his head to his shoulders. His arms were all metal and wiry. "Hello?" His eyes moved and looked at me. "Hello? Are you my new owner?" "I guess. I'm Evie Sunderland." He put his hand out to reveal a button that suddenly showed a screen full of my information. Evie Sunderland. Age 20. Writer. Double D's. Virgin. I quickly covered his mouth. "Okay, I get it. You can read my info." I removed my hand from his mouth. "Did I make you feel uncomfortable?" He climbed out of the box. "Yeah, you did. From now on, don't read my info, okay?" "Yes." "Do you have a name?" A screen appeared saying "Input name," with a keyboard too. "So I can name you anything?" "Yes, you can, Evie." I thought to myself, what kind of name should I give him? Something simple. I stood there thinking of a name when the man said, "Does it really take you this long to think of a name?" I looked at him quickly. Wow, now I have to live with a sarcastic robot. "Your name is Google." "Google? It's a nice name." I smiled and Google smiled back. New emotion learned. Happiness. I gave a confused look. "You learn emotions?" "I learn everything from watching my owner, and I identify it." Fair enough. I turned back to my new laptop, opened the box to see an amazing silver laptop. I put the blue-screened one on the floor, but then I groaned. Then I saw Google standing next to me. "New emotion learned. Frustration." "Why are you so frustrated?" "I can't get my work onto this laptop without the virus coming through." "Oh, I can help you with that." I looked up at him. How? He simply pulled the tip of his finger to see a memory stick thing. Alright, I'll read one more page because that's a bit of a mean cliffhanger, I guess. Right. He sat down next to the broken computer and plugged his finger in. He looked at me and his eyes looked like he was part of the Matrix. It didn't take long for him to download everything. After he'd finished, he closed his eyes and unplugged himself, stood up, and plugged himself into my new laptop. Again, it only took a couple of seconds. And then, again, he unplugged himself. I got rid of the virus and everything is how it's meant to be. I turned on the laptop and it looked like my normal laptop. I stood up and put my hand out to shake his hand. "What are you doing?" he asked. I let out a big sigh and thought, I'm going to have to teach him a lot of things, aren't I? Then I said, "This is a handshake. This means hello, thank you, and goodbye." "How do I do it?" "Put your arm and hand out like me." So that is what he did. "Now what?" "I hold your hand, and you hold mine." I held his hand gently, and he did the same, and I slowly moved my arm up and down only slightly, and he did the same. Then I let go. That, Google, was a handshake. Handshake saved true data. I put my hand out again and Google shakes my hand. Thank you for helping me fix my computer. He just smiled at me. Okay, that was the first episode of my new toy. I hope you enjoyed, and I know this probably won't be as good as Static and Love, but there's not as many as error mistakes as there was in that one, and I won't be making so many, I won't be coughing through it. Hopefully no one enters my room while I'm doing this either, like what happened in a couple of episodes. So, I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for the next episode. Bye!